Well, today is a very somber day in the Laverack household because today I lost my Calobra KOM. Who took it, you may ask? If you haven't already seen, future Grand Tour winner. I say that because he may well win a Grand Tour in the future, Tom Pidcock. Now, hopefully, I don't have to tell you who Tom Pidcock is. Multiple world champion over multiple disciplines, and obviously won the Tour de France stage in 2022 to the top of Alpe d'Huez. And on his way to doing that, did a magnificent descent off the Col de Galibier. But we're here to talk about Calobra. Some of you may think that I'm heartbroken, I'm offended, but it is far from the case. What Tom has done today has really shown the depth, the strength in depth, and the talent, the work, and everything else that goes into a performance like this when you're at this level as a professional. And he doesn't just beat my time up Calobra, he beat it by 1 minute and 50 seconds. We're going to dive right into it, and I'm going to show you a little bit behind the scenes. So I actually hopped on Strava straight away, just in case any of the data was taken down before I could look. So this is fresh eyes seeing this right now. So some of the data that Tom's got in here is probably wrong because FTP is not 300 watts, is it? We can probably guess his FTP is around the 370 watt mark at 58 kilos. Is he 58 kilos? Probably 58, 60 kilos this time of year, potentially. He's also dabbling in cyclocross right now. But anyway, this was the ride. So in all fairness to him, he rode to the climb, which is what I did as well. So we're on level ground as far as that goes. He did do an effort though to get to the climb, in all fairness, whereas I just ambled there and tried to conserve as much energy as possible, as you can imagine. Now, he's actually on Ineos Grenadiers team training camp, and there's a lot of them there. I've seen some photos from that camp over the last week, and yeah, there's quite a few of them there. Whether or not they all went to Calobra today, I don't know. But if we look at who's ridden the climb on this day, you can see 26 people on Strava. And we can see Dan Bingham, who's now working with Ineos Grenadiers. We've got Kwiato, we've got Hayter, we've got Connor Swift, we've got Cam Worth. These are the names you probably recognise. We've got Magnus Sheffield, we've got Sivakov, we've got Arensman, we've got Puccio, we've got another Hayter. Anyway, we've got all these, okay? Some of them got power data, some of them haven't. But as soon as I saw that Tom had power data, I thought, whoa, hold the bus. We're going to have to get on this before the power data gets taken down, or the heart rate, because sometimes, these guys hide their power data, don't they? But they also hide their heart rate, but keep their power data there. So you don't know if it's full gas, or you don't know if it's... This is definitely... I'm fairly confident this is a full gas effort from Tom. 172 beats a minute average, and maxes out just over 180 beats a minute. So anyway, right to the bottom of the climb. It's nothing special. There's a couple of efforts on the way, but it's fairly chilled, low energy burning pedal to get there, and then absolutely whacks the climb for 22 minutes 53 seconds. Like I said, shaving 1 minute 50 seconds off my time. Now, if you're wondering where all this data comes from, this is the source extension for Google Chrome, which you can use on Strava. Gives you a bunch of information, but it's only really reliable if the person on the other end, in this situation Tom, has entered the correct FTP and correct weight and all the rest of it. So we have to kind of assume that is correct. But anyway, here's his power: 386 watts, a smidge over mine. I think it's about 10 watts more than I did. Here's his heart rate. Like I said, this is flat out. There's no denying that this isn't flat out, because there's a very, very little difference between his heart rate here, which is 170, and the heart rate at the end, which is 180. Correct me if I'm wrong, that's going to be pretty close to maximum there. I think as well, I'm not even going to bother. I probably will. I'll show you the comparison. We might as well rub salt in the wound. No, as much as this is, you know, the fact that like the time has been blown out of the water, it doesn't, like, the fact that it's Tom Pidcock is just, like, I was shocked, but I was so happy at the same time when I saw it, because it's just like, it's amazing that someone at this level can show what they can do. And when I've put these videos out and you can see what I do, then it really puts into perspective, you know, like the level, or the difference in level between, like, you know, someone like myself and then Tom, because you know what I've done to get to that, so you know that Tom is, you know, that much, you know what I mean? So I'm like, it's really cool to see it. So puts time into me all the way. You know, there's no disputing that. Here's our data stacked up side by side. I'm just chuffed to still be in the top 10, still be in the top 2, you know what I'm saying? I'm still chuffed. I knew it was going to be beaten at some point, and I'm just, yeah, it's a strange feeling to get it taken off you by someone like Tom Pidcock, basically. So yeah, pretty even pace in the whole way. There's, you know, seriously not a lot to write home about. His peak 5 minutes 3:95, his peak 20 minutes 3:86. Extremely low drop off, which is impeccable pacing. You know, very similar to like some of my best efforts over that duration. Very low drop off. My phone is now going bonkers. I do apologize. That's very unprofessional of me. So yeah, phenomenal time. I don't know what else to say. If you've got any comments about this, like if you want to know watts per kilo, we think it's 6.6 watts per kilo, but you know, could be a smidge either side, could be 6.7, could be 6.5. I guess, you know, a big question is like, does it motivate me to go out and try and beat it? Heck yes. Heck yes. The effort that I did, 380 watts, was a little bit lower than my best that I've done, and I actually did a better effort than that a week before I went out and did Calobra in terms of watts per kilo. So I would like to think that if everything was absolutely perfect, then I could get closer, but I probably wouldn't get a minute and 50 seconds faster. But I am taking it with a pinch of salt, because it is an Ineos Grenadiers training camp. There was, you know, there may have been at least 5 or 6 of them on the climb at the same time. You know, who knows? He could have got a bit of pace in at the bottom. We don't know these things. And this is all like secret training ahead of maybe his assault on a Grand Tour next year. We have no idea. We just speculate. That is our job as amateurs. So yeah, I'm taking it. It's like, what a performance from Tom. And I had to get in and make this now quickly, because it's worth doing it. There's my watts per kilo from my effort, but it's set to my weight at the minute, which is 63, so 6 watts per kilo at 63 kilos, but at the time I was closer to 60, so it was a little bit more. But yeah, how motivating and how cool is that? So anyway, like I said, it's inspirational seeing it being done firsthand. I'm in no way, shape or form upset or angry, or like any of the feelings you would think you would feel when someone takes it and they have this caliber. You just got to take your hat off. So 2023 is going to be an interesting one.